All right, guys, we've got a problem with your tank, and I need to take care of it because I can't have your first subscriber built. What turned off here? Oh. Okay, studio lighting fixed. But anyway, I can't let your first subscriber build look the way it does. Let me show you. I cannot seem to get this kind of staghornish or black brush algae under control. It is all down in the sand there, all up on the leaves of the anubias here, on the wood, on the rocks, and it just kind of keeps growing. Now, I've tested the water. There's no phosphates. The nitrates are at virtually zero. There's no ammonia. There's no reason why this thing should be growing like that, except I think this light, you see those little blue LEDs there? Hopefully that's coming in on camera. Those blue LEDs are on all the time. Now this is not an RGB, there's no red and green, it's just blue and white. Well, I know algae likes blue light, so maybe that's the reason. Also, we have a pretty decent flow in here. Now I haven't really determined whether black brush algae, responds to flow specifically, but this is where all the flow hits the aquarium, is down in this corner. So maybe, because we don't have any black brush over here, there's nothing covering those leaves, but in this corner, just a little teeny tiny bit, you can see right back there. It's trying to creep back there, but I don't have any on this stick here, and it's out of the flow. So I don't know. The filter down here is on its lowest setting. It's on 1. So I can't lower the flow down anymore on the aquarium, and the lights don't have a dimmer on them. So what are we going to do to correct it? Well, don't you fear, I have enlisted the help of a couple of small friends in the form of 6 little juvenile Amano shrimp, and they're hungry little guys. So we're going to put 6 Amanos in this 7-gallon. Maybe they'll run around and munch this stuff up. If not, it can't hurt to have Amano shrimp in your aquarium. They'll keep other stuff clean, I guess. And if I don't see an improvement in like a week just with the Amanos munching and growing, then we'll address issue number 2, which I think is the lighting. Well, straight away this guy's trying to escape. He's going with the flow, trying to just climb out. He's like, I hate it in here, get me out of here. Whoop, I scared him, but this little guy's going right to work. Is it a guy? I can't tell, look at the body, maybe. Looks like he's going to work. This one back here seems to be going to work right away, or maybe he's just exploring. He's just exploring, he's not eating yet. This little guy's definitely eating. Curious George here has decided to stop his escape attempt. Nope, there he goes. He's going back to escape mode. Got another one here, exploring and eating. You're slacking, girl. You're slacking. Get it together now. Don't let the Amanos show you up. All right, we'll let them get to work. While they're working, I'm going to explore options for lighting, maybe that looks good. You guys voted for the undermount light, but you didn't have a choice in what kind of light. So it's not your fault, it's my fault. But we'll get it all figured out here. I promise we'll turn this tank around. Who's the best subscriber-built aquarist in the nation? Me, that's right. I think I've got your guys' tank under control. Now, egotistical jokes aside here, let's take a look and show you what I did to turn this BBA algae problem around. So if we come in here close, you can see the BBA is there, but look, it's all white and like dusty and just gray and dead looking, right? So it has not progressed anymore. It looks like it is dying. There's not much on the wood here anymore. Focus camera, focus. Mainly though, all of this BBA, including down on the substrate here, it's all gray, it's all dead. So what did I do to turn your tank around? Well, first thing I did was I came up to the lighting, and I took a tip straight from MD Fish Tanks, and those little blue LEDs that were included in this light strip, I put some black electrical tape over them. So probably a teeny amount of blue light still leaks through, as you can see a little reflection there. And but it's not shining straight down in the tank. I don't know if that made a difference or not, but that was one of the things I did. The next thing that you may notice is the flow. We have still a little bit of flow going on here, but it's not blasting down around the tank. The flow used to come in, let me back up. Flow used to come in, hit this wall pretty hard, and come slamming down here and really had a high circulation around here. Now, you can't really see it because your water's nice and clear. But I slowed the flow down coming out of this filter, and the way I did that was down here installing one of these valves. Let me get some light on it for you. There you go. So this little green valve here I installed on the outflow of the True Aqua Nano XL filter. And that little green valve right there, or green cap valve, whatever, you get it. The little valve there, I have it turned, I don't know, halfway, 3/4 of the way off. So we've restricted the outflow. Has not seemed to hurt the pump at all thus far. No noise or anything like that from the pump. And the final thing that I did was an 80% water change, and I slowly switched this aquarium over to RO water. So we are running, instead of a pH of about 7.8, we're running a pH of 6.6 to 6.5 currently. The shrimp seem to handle it okay, even the Amanos, which everybody hides all the time. They love to be down in the thick here. That's where all of the nutrient old food and stuff is. But the shrimp are in there, I promise, and the fish, they hide back here in the rotala. Hey, there's one, see? So they hide back there in the rotala, and they're happy and content till I feed them. Then they come back out here and they eat. But what I want to do now is a final step to recover this aquarium for you guys, and that is to trim all of these leaves off. Now, it's going to look pretty funny because this Anubias, for example, is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 5 leaves trimmed off. That's going to leave just the rhizome. From what I understand, the Anubias will grow back from just a rhizome. So you can pretty much cut all the leaves off. If there's enough nutrients in the rhizome there, hey, there's a little CPD. Rare look at one of your CPDs. There you go. If there's enough energy left in the rhizome, it will grow all new leaves. That's my understanding. So I'm going to cut all of these little, big, whatever, cut all these leaves off that are infected. This guy here has come back. It was pretty much all the way melted away. This is a Cryptococcus nuri, and all of these leaves right at the top there, those are all brand new. So it is taking root, coming back. I think the secret was RO water. To be honest with you, RO water, maybe a reduction in flow. I don't know, heck, maybe a reduction in blue light. Who knows, guys? Let's get it trimmed up here and get this tank on the road to recovery. Okay, and there we go. Hey, there's some Amanos out. 1 Amano, 2 Amano. Let's see, I saw a third one down here. Yeah, there you go. 3 Amano. This one's actually growing pretty good, getting some colors and some spots on them. Yeah, you're looking good. Let's see, is it a male or female? It looks like a male because there's spots and not dashes. There's 2 of them here. Yeah. Seems the Amanos really like it when the flow is off. If it settles in real nice, we might be able to take the filter off of this at some point. If you guys want to see this as a no filter aquarium, drop it in the comments. Say, yeah, let's go no filter. Again, it's your aquarium, you guys make decisions. But let me show you what I did. As you saw in the time lapse, we went pretty brutal here and chopped off just about anything that had a spot of algae on a leaf. I cut it off. So all of our leaves here are nice, fresh, new growth, and the plant should recover better that way. You know, rather than trying to repair the algae infested leaves, this poor guy took kind of the brunt of it here, really got butchered, as well as this one back here. I'm going to put a little bit of hydrogen peroxide on this spot here. I don't really like this clump of algae on the top of that rock right there, so I'm gonna dose it with a little hydrogen peroxide, and that should clear it up. I trimmed off all of the HRA right there that had algae on it. Like back in here, there were some spots that had algae just right on the tips of the leaves there. So I cut those clumps off. In positive news here, look at your Wallichii or Wallichii. it looks like it's going to recover, and it's going to be beautiful if we can keep that trimmed and nice and bushy and get its fine texture all nice and pink. That's going to be cool. And then this stuff down here, I gave a little trim, just kind of, you know, I want to keep this low and see if we can get it to fill in real thick and nice here. This is your Bacopa carpet, if you will, or a short Bacopa patch. So we're going to keep that trimmed up. Wasn't any algae in there that I could really see, but I was in there with the scissors, might as well just give it a little trimmy trim. Now these Amanos should be able to finish up the job for me here. All they have left to do is clean up the wood. They've got some spots there. Of course, this branch down here needs some major attention. I could probably go in there with a stiff brush and give them a hand and brush it. If I do a water change, I'll do that. There's one, little Amano. They seem to zoom around when there's no flow. I'm going to turn the filter on just as an experiment and see if they run and hide. All right, filter's back on. Any of the Amanos where they are. There's one in the back, zooming up the wall back there. Now your CPDs are coming out to play a little bit. I don't really see a specific behavioral change. There's one right up front, zooming, doing the glass zoomy. They like to do that in the flow. I don't know if they go up to into the flow there and swim. I don't know if they're irritated or they enjoy it. Fun tank to watch though. Not the prettiest at the moment, but it's a fun tank to watch. Okay guys, that's the current update on the aquarium here. I'm going to let it settle in and kind of regenerate itself and grow. And I'm going to be even putting some ferts in there because I've got a new fertilizer I'm going to try. Video on that separately, so if you like fertilizer videos, I'm going to try out a fertilizer. But I'm going to continue to get this thing to grow here, and once it gets all filled in, that'll wrap up this update. So we'll check back in a couple of weeks. And here we are a couple of weeks later, guys. Everything's looking a lot better here, if the camera will focus. There's an Amano trying to continue working there. There's a little bit of algae left for them to clear up, just a teeny bit on the gravel here in the front. But all in all, the aquarium's looking much, much better here. Oh, I did add some CO2, so wanted to make sure that the plants were going to grow in really well. And so I added some CO2, as you can see there. Anubias has grown back, so it's filled in very nice. No more algae on the brand new leaves, as you see. But the real grower here is your Atra. It is just growing all the way up to the top of the aquarium. The Walichi's trying to compete there, so we're going to have to probably trim the Atra down so the Walichi will be able to grow. The Bacopas here need another trim. They're growing in very well. I was going to trim it, but then you really can't see any update or any growth. So we'll go ahead and just let you see it as it sits now. This is the night that I'm editing the video, so this is real time here. And this is what it looks like currently. Let me know what you think. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up the subscriber built aquarium update video. I hope you guys are enjoying the content here and these little updates. If you're not anymore, let me know. We can tear it down and do something different. But I'm enjoying the aquarium. I like the little CPDs. They're getting a little more adventurous, but it is a fun aquarium for me. I want to do something different with the tall tank eventually though. So pop some ideas down below for the next build we do on this thing. Until then, click all the buttons if you haven't already. Subscribe if you want to be part of the subscriber build next time. And I'll see you, well, next time.